Good morning, everybody. Well, we've got a special treat for you this morning. I was contacted through the message on YouTube by a company called the wetshaveclub.com. And they said, hey, we've got a service where we send out wet shaving supplies every month, a subscription service, kind of like Loot Crate, if you're familiar with Loot Crate. It's like Loot Crate, but for wet shaving. Now, I know there's like other shave clubs you can join, you know, like Harry's or whatever. Maybe that's not even a club, or Dollar Shave Club. But they just send you those cheap cartridge razors, like the old ones I used to use. I mean, they may give you a fancy handle, like a metal handle, but still in the end, it's these cheapo multi-blade cartridges, which I don't like. But this one, the Wet Shaving Club, after doing a little research as to who they were, they send out safety razor supplies like razor blades and brushes and soap. And each month, if you subscribe, you can subscribe for like 3 months, 6 months, a year. And every month they'll send you a box of stuff. So they said, hey, can we send you a box of stuff and have you review it? And I said, of course, absolutely. So they sent me this box, and I'll do a little box opening. We'll cut to that to show you what's exactly inside this box. And when you get the first, when you sign up for the subscription, your first box will come with all of these supplies that you'll see in this one. Now, the products may be a little different, like the soaps and the aftershaves may be a little different, but you'll get, well, you'll see. Watch this. All right, well, let's see what's in the box. So this is the June box, June 2016. Open it up. Got a little guide here. How to shave. Wet Shave Club, established 1972. Wetshaveclub.com. 10 easy steps to an awesome wet shave. So if you want to pause that and read that. There you go. Teach you how to shave. Now let's see what's really in the box here. Okay, so with the first, when you first join up, with your first box, you get a razor. A double-sided safety razor that actually says Wet Shave Club on it. This is a pretty good, it's got a good heft to it. It's got good weight. And this is I believe it's a 3-piece razor. Let's see here. So with these, it's not a butterfly razor like my Fat Boy where you would twist the bottom and this thing would open. It's actually, you hold the top, you hold it by the end so the blade, when there's a blade in it, doesn't cut your finger off. And then you unscrew the handle. You take the handle off, and then you got the little 2-piece. And that's where you put the blade. You put the blade right there with those guides. And then you situate that back on top. And you screw it back in. And when you use this kind of blade, a 3-piece safety razor, you got to make sure there's an equal amount of blade showing on each side, which is not too hard. Okay, so comes with a razor. That's your first box. And it also, in the first box, it comes with a shaving brush. Look at that. Satin tip, the purest, the world's finest synthetic brushes. And it comes in a little cardboard tube. Nice. See what it looks like. There's the brush inside, dark. I haven't taken it out yet. Okay. A little plastic container here. Oh, that's got a nice feel too. It's got like a soft matte finish to it. Let's see what synthetic. I've never used a synthetic before. I used that Badger that I got at Target for $8. This one feels pretty good. Feels softer. Looks like it's a good quality brush for what you get. All right, so those are the things you get in your first box. You get the brush and you get the razor. And then this is more indicative of what you'll get when you have the monthly subscription. You'll get 10 blades each month. All this is coming from their website. I just read up on the website. So this is Gillette's 7 o'clock sharp edge. Looks like chiclets almost, like chewing gum. 5 blades, stainless steel. All right. So you get 10 blades. Let's see what they look like, how they're packaged inside. Get the little, like every other blade you'll get. Okay. And then let's look at these little tubes. Jack Black Authentic and Original Double Duty face moisturizer. Oh, and it's got blue algae extract and sea parsley. Are those good? Are you supposed to put those on your face? Look at that. SPF 20. I'm going to smell it. Hold on. Oops. Oh, it just smells like real fresh, clean soap. You can really smell the sea parsley. I'm just kidding. Okay, and that's face moisturizer for post-shave. And then I give you a little Turbo Wash, also by Jack Black. Performance Remedy Energizing Cleanser for hair and body with rosemary, eucalyptus, and juniper berry. Oh, so like gin. Juniper berry is what they make gin with. Let's smell this. Oh, that smells nice. Let's see what that looks like. What is that? Body wash. It's just like a little clear soap. I like that. Put that over there. Okay, and then we get to the real nitty gritty. The Excelsior. No. The soap. So this is the Sudsy Soapery handcrafted soap. Ingredients listed inside. Belleville, Illinois. So made in the US of A. Looks like they got a little biblical quote thing there. James 4:8. Whatever that is. I'm no biblical scholar, so you'll have to look that up on your own. And some cardboard, or some brown paper wrapping. Oh, look at that. It's one of those kind of fancy hand soaps you see at Whole Foods. Look at that. So that's not for shaving. That's for cleaning your hands or your somewhere else in your body. So this is the grapefruit and sandalwood. Grapefruit and sandalwood. It looks a little like cookie dough. It smells like just a clean soap. All right, so in this box, at least this month, now every month is going to be different. It's kind of like Loot Crate, if you guys have heard of Loot Crate. It's where you get a different bunch of pop culture toys and junk every month. It's like Loot Crate for shaving. Oh, look at this. There's something hidden underneath. Look at that little guy. What's this? Look, it's a holster for your razor blades. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it's like a little pouch for your razor blades. Let me see if you don't want to keep the box around, maybe. Oh, it's actually opens like this. Let's see here. You put your blades in there. Is that what you do? I've never seen one of these before, so I'm just guessing. Yeah, look at that. Fits perfectly. That's kind of cool. So you can take it with you, on the go. That's a good idea for traveling. Huh. Just don't carry it on. The TSA will probably take it away from you. So yeah, there you go. Get a little leather. At least it feels like leather. I mean, it smells like soap. A leather razor blade carrying case. That's kind of interesting. They say they give you, each month, they give you little surprises, too, along with the soaps and the other shaving supplies. All right, here's the pièce de résistance. The Sudsy Soapery, the same people that made that bar of soap there. 100% all natural, super creamed, triple butter, shave soap, citrus and bay scented. It's got all the ingredients on there. Focus. Oh, that's not one to focus. Anyway, so here's the shaving soap. Let's see what this looks like. There you go, your typical shaving soap. It's not a puck. It's not like a hard puck. It's kind of soft, so there's some give to it. Oh, that smells good. You know what that smells like? That smells like an orange that you put cloves in. That's citrus and bay. I'm not sure what bay is. Bay. Somebody look that up and put it in the comments. Bay. Citrus, I know. So there you go. There's you get the whole tin of it too. I've seen some of the other boxes on their website that they'll give you a little puck of shaving soap, and it's kind of a thin one. But this is like the whole thing. So you get that little sucker, get that wet, put it in there, load up your brush, which I'll show you in a minute, and then use your shaving bowl to get the lather up. So there you go. That's what's in the June 2016 WetShaveClub.com shaving box. All right, let's get to shaving now. So that's what's inside. And I've tried out a little bit of the soap, the sudsy soapery. I did it on a couple of shaves to kind of get used to it, because I'm not really used to using a shaving cream like this soft stuff. Oh, it smells so good. Man, the people at Sudsy Soapery, if you want to get me off of the Barbasol forever, send me some of your products to review. Can you do that? Just you don't have to. I'm not in it for that sort of stuff. But anyway, so I tried this with like 1 or 2 shaves with my Fat Boy razor that I always use to see what it's like. And then for 1 shave, I tried the razor that the Wet Shave Club sent me. And so I've tried a little bit, and I used the brush that came in it for a couple of shaves, like building up a lather and seeing how it felt, and comparing it to my other brush, which you've seen me use before, the old cheap one, the Shea Moisture Shave that I got at Target. So this one, even though I don't like the font necessarily, I used to be a graphic designer in Old English, that satin tip Old English. It's not my cup of tea, but it's a good brush. It feels good. It's very soft. So let's use it. Let's see what they're like to use them all together. I've tried them in different little combinations of like the normal razor that I use, and I tried the soap with the normal razor, and I tried their razor. So let's try them all together at the same time. I'm gonna wet my face with some. I just got out of the shower, did my hair, so my beard should be all soft, or soft enough at least. Now, like I said, I wasn't really familiar with using this kind of soft shaving cream. I've used shave soaps before, which are the hard pucks, and so I needed to find out how to use these things. Like, do you scoop out some and put it in a bowl? Do you scoop it out and put it in the brush? Do you just use the brush like this? And you can do it in all those different ways. Actually, you can scoop it out with your finger, like an almond size amount of soap. Look, I'll show you. About that much. See, I scooped it out of there. And you can stick it in your bowl and then lather it up. You can get a wet brush, make sure it's wet, stick it in there and face lather. Or you can take a wet brush and just do that little number and get it all out of there. What I'm going to do is take this little almond bit of soap and stick it in here. I'm going to stick it in the bottom. That stuff smells so good. It's just like those oranges at Christmas time here in the States and probably in the UK, where they stick cloves in the orange, and it's just this citrusy, clovey kind of smell. All right, so let's lather up with this stuff. And I will tell you, as you know from watching my channels, I use that Barbasol just about every day. And I haven't had any real shaving cream in a long time, or shaving soap. And so to go back using real shaving cream, like with real natural products and everything, it's, I'd forgotten how nice it is, because it really is a better lather. Now, I use the Barbasol because it's easier for me on a daily basis to use it, but man, there's nothing like using real shaving soaps or shaving creams with a brush. So this is the brush they sent, the soap they sent. I'm going to load up the razor they sent with the razor blades they sent. And you know, what I've discovered from watching other people review some of these wetshaveclub.com gift packs is that it's kind of a good way to get introduced to products that you wouldn't normally be able to. It's kind of like when you go to a bar, a brew pub or something, and they have like a beer flight, and they have like little small amounts of all their beers, or a whiskey tasting where you'll have just a little couple ounces or two of all the whiskeys that they have, and you can then find out what you want, because you don't want to buy a bottle and then end up spending $50 and get it home you don't like it. So this way you get to use a little bit. Try it out. All right, look at that. That looks pretty good, huh? Let's try it out and see if it's enough water, enough everything. Let me put some more water on my face. Man, stuff smells good. Tastes good too. It actually doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste good or bad. It smells really good. I can tell how much I like it, shoving all the cream up my nose. All right. Yeah, I like this brush. It's very soft. I've never used a synthetic brush before, but it's very soft, and it's probably economical. I think well, I understand this brush is like if you buy it on its own online, it's like 20 bucks or something like that. It'll probably last you a good long time. That's a nice lather. Okay, the test is I put it up there like this. I haven't loaded the razor yet with the razor blade. Let's see if the lather breaks or if it stays or if it... Now, here's the razor as I showed you in the unboxing. And like I said, it's a 3-piece, so you got to unscrew it. And the only thing I don't like about 3-piece razors, which are made by a lot of the manufacturers today, like Merkur and Mula and whoever else makes razors, is that you got to touch the blade a lot more than with a butterfly razor, like my old twist to open Fat Boy. So you do that, stick the razor in, and you close it. It's a lot easier. This one I don't like as much because you have to touch the blades a lot more. First, I'm gonna open up this little Gillette 7 o'clock. There it is. And then I'm gonna hold the head like this and just let the guides work for me. And I'll put the bottom part. I'm gonna keep it laying flat in my hand. That way I don't touch the blade too much. And then come down from the top and screw it on. Now before I screw it on completely tight, you gotta look on both sides to make sure the blade is even on that side as well as that side. And it looks like it is. Now this razor, let me show you before I tighten it up like that. And the only thing is the razor blade sticks out on the side, so it's, even though it's not sharp, it's very thin metal, so don't do that too hard. Let me show you the size difference between the Wet Shave Club razor and my Fat Boy. You see that? See how much taller theirs is? And they're about the same heft. Actually, I think the Wet Shave Club is a little bit heavier. It's got good heft to it. It seems to be built, well, there's the head size, so it's not too much smaller than the Fat Boy. That's why they call it Fat Boy. It's got a big, thick head. So this feels very good, and it looks like it might be a copy of a Merkur 34C, and I don't know all the razors. This is just from me watching other videos and people talking about these, but it's got a good knurled handle. It's got a good weight. It's got the old... It's a design that hasn't changed much since the Gillette first started coming out with these in the early 1900s. If you go back and watch my 1918 Gillette razor, it just looks like a smaller, thinner version. But the design, I mean, King Gillette back in the day kind of perfected it. And they got more scientific with some of the twist-to-open butterfly razors. But, I mean, it's metal. It holds a sharp razor blade. And you shave with it. Look at that. It hasn't broken up or anything. See, that's some good quality shaving soap. I may have to make this a regular super creamed citrus and bay. I want to try some of their other scents from the Sudsy Soapery, made in the USA. All right, so we got the 7 o'clock Gillette razor. We got the wetshaveclub.com razor blade that they send you. I use their brush. Let's start shaving. Let's see how it goes. I actually used this once before. And it's not an aggressive razor, even though it looks like there's a lot of blade being exposed. It doesn't feel aggressive. And by aggressive, I mean, you know, like you really feel the blade against your skin and you're afraid you're going to cut yourself. But it's got a good, like I said, it's got a good weight to it. It looks like it's made well. And for one of those German-made ones, for all I know, this one could be German-made. The German-made razors, if you bought a brand new one, you know, starting price for something like the Merkur 34 is like, you know, $40. And the Wet Shave Club, that first box, is 29 bucks. So even if you just buy one box, you don't even have to subscribe as far as I know. You can just buy one box, have them send it to you, and you'll have a razor, a brush, some shaving soap or shaving cream, and some other goodies. And that pays for itself. And I think you'll find, and what I've found, is that I kind of like the idea of getting something new every month. I want to try more of the stuff and then be able to go out and buy, you know, the larger versions of the sample products they send. Yeah, this seems to be, it's a lot longer, so when I hold it, see how I hold with my pinky underneath? I'll show you how I hold the Fat Boy when I'm shaving. It's kind of like, I do the same thing, my pinky's underneath. This one's a lot shorter. So let's go to good heft, as I've said 20 times already. Sometimes you gotta fill up these videos with talk as you're shaving. I've seen other shave guys fast forward through the shaving part, and it's kind of weird because they look like an old Benny Hill episode where all right, so there's the first pass with the wetshaveclub.com razor, and it feels very good. I got the same old areas I always do when I use my Gillette Fat Boy. It's always a bunch here and a bunch here. So let's do another pass. I'll wet my face again. And I got more suds. I'm going to get a little bit more water in there just to kind of revitalize it. And this is this shaving bowl, I think I mentioned in an earlier video. I just got it at Target as well. It's like a super cheap little kit you can buy. All right. See how rich and creamy that is? It's like a nice whipped cream. All right. Go for the second pass. Let's do 3 today. Are you up for 3 passes? Can you hang? Can you do it? I can do it. I think I have time before work. Because I do these in the morning before work. I do have a job. Oh, that reminds me. Some people were wondering, I talk about the voiceover jobs I've done before, and I've done a bunch of commercials that you probably don't hear, you can't find online because they ran them one time and they were done. But I also did a lot of anime work, you know, Japanese animation, overdubbing the English. Let's go sideways like I always do. I'm not going to change my style. This is the closed comb design. See the little ridges there? And some of the older ones are open comb, like the 1918. See the open comb? Looks more aggressive, doesn't it? This one looks a little bit more user face friendly. Anyway, the animes I've done, I'll just tell you one of them. The one I wouldn't say I'm most proud of, but the one I had the most connection with is called Gatchaman. Gatchaman. Now, that came out in the 70s as the Battle of the Planets. And when I was a kid, I watched that Battle of the Planets. You may remember an R2-D2-like character, 7 Zark 7, and a little dog character, whose name eludes me at the moment. But anyway, ADV Films, which I've done a lot of work for, and I think is out of business now, no thanks to me, I hope, released it's over 100 episodes of Gatchaman. And the character I played was part of the Science Ninja team, Condor Joe Asakura. And I think he was called Jason in Battle of the Planets. He was kind of like the cool Han Solo type. Like Ken the Eagle was the #1 on the team, and he was the goody-goody. And Joe's the bad boy. So seek it out. Joe from Gatchaman. You can find it all over. You can buy the DVDs. So that's just one of the animes I've done. That was probably the most, because there were, like I said, over 100 episodes. All right, there's pass #2. Still got a little bit over there. You know what? This is a good razor. If you don't have a safety razor, and you don't have all the stuff, you don't have all the brushes and the soaps and the things, and you're trying to find a place to start, I don't see anything wrong with this. Order that first box, get you all this stuff. Subsequent boxes won't get you more razors and brushes, it'll get you more products and soaps and things to try out. But if you're like I was and you just want to start out somewhere, you don't know where, I think it's the only one I'm aware of. There may be others out there, but I'm not aware of them. I mean, most of those shave clubs are multi-blade cartridge shave clubs, and I don't want to be part of that club anymore. I quit that club and joined this one. Okay, I'm going to do a third pass. See how much see how that little almond-sized bit of soap just keeps on going? You could probably do 4 or 5 passes with this thing. Anyway, try it. I get a lot of people commenting about how they've just tried it, or they watched my videos and it made them want to try it. I think that's awesome, because that's kind of the way I was. I started watching, I don't even know how. I mean, how does one start watching shaving videos? I'm going to watch a shaving video today. I want to see a stranger shaving his face, but I don't want to see any man nips. That's my big rule. Mine too, kids. people comment they want to start shaving, this seems like wetshaveclub.com. I have no affiliation with them. They just sent me a nice free box because how could I say no to that? Would you? Hopefully we'll all benefit. Now with this one, I'm going to go up. I haven't done a third pass in a long time, so we'll see if I can get away without nicking myself. So this is the third razor someone has sent me to try out. You can watch my earlier videos where I tried out a plastic safety razor, like a futuristic plastic one. I don't know how that guy's doing or if he's getting that off the ground or not. Good luck to him. And somebody sent me the twist to open, which is kind of like a Weishi, a lot of people said. Or a, what is it, One Touch? That Pawn Stars guy? You can buy it at Walgreens or CVS. Or Eckerd's. Do they still have Eckerd's? Yeah, Eckerd's where I grew up. I grew up in Houston. I don't live there anymore. But I'll always love Houston. It's hard to love, but man, this soap. I just am in love with the scent of this soap. It's hard to, you know, you watch these videos like, what does it smell like? I wish you could smell it. We're going to have a meetup in my bathroom tomorrow morning, so come on over, I'll let you smell my soap. Hey guys, we're going for a soap smelling meetup. No, we're not. I'm just kidding. All right, well there you go. I'm going to get the, because the head's a little bit big, kind of like my fat boy, I need to do this little number to get underneath my nose. There we go. A little bit there. And look at that, I didn't cut myself. Hooray. All right, well there you go. All right, let's finish up. So, rinse off with cold water. Splash on your face. Close up your pores. I don't need the styptic pencil today because I didn't cut myself. And dry off. And instead of the Everyman Jack that I always use, I'm going to use that Jack Black. Oh, Everyman Jack Black. Double duty face moisturizer they sent me. This one right here. Let's try that. See what it looks like. Looks like face moisturizer. See that? Put about that much, that's all I need. A small amount, another almond size. Almonds and shaving, if there's a connection. It smells good. It doesn't smell strong. It smells clean. Once again, it's got that sea parsley in it. Oh man, that parsley, that sea parsley. It's good stuff. There you go. I think that's it. Is that it? Have I done everything? I think I have. Well, my goodness. Thank you, wetshaveclub.com. Wash off the brush here. Oh, that's what I found out about this synthetic bristle brush. Now, you may not get all of these products when you order, if you order, because it's a different one every month. And if you order next month, it'll be a different kind of razor probably and a different kind of brush. But this thing dries super quick. This synthetic brush dries way quicker than the natural badger hair, which is another good thing. It's softer and it dries quicker. They gave me the Gillette 7 o'clock razor blades, which didn't feel as smooth as the feather blades that I normally use, but the feather blades are the sharpest in the world. I'm absolutely in love with this soap, and they gave me a lot. I guess that's the normal amount. It's 3.5 ounces? Yeah, 3.5 ounces. The Sudsy Soapery. Citrus and bay. One more. I got, indulge me. I'm just going to get a little on my pinky and do it right there, like a little nose cologne. Is that a thing? And they sent me this nice razor. A very heavy duty, good feeling, old fashioned, Wet Shave Club. See that on there? Safety razor. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of 3-part safety razors, but you can't go wrong with this thing. So there you go. So check out wetshaveclub.com. You can subscribe to their boxes. Like I said, it's like Loot Crate, but for shaving. And 30 days of handsomeness, it says. Fine men's shaving. Established 1972. I think that's maybe when one of the guys was born. I think it's run by 2 guys here in the States. think he's fudging it a little bit. I was established around that time too. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And I try to get to some of the comments, not all of them. But thanks from me to you, and I'll see you next time.